gonna start with the relaxation. So lay down, knees bent. If you need any, that is, if you have any tension in the lumbar spine, otherwise you can keep your leg straight and rolling outward. Roll the arms outward and slide the shoulder blades toward the waist. Pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Let all tension get released by the exhalation. One more time. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face, unclench your jaw, and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, neck, and shoulders, arms, forearms, and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back, and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring the awareness into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breathing cycle. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one move first? Observe. Without changing anything, not yet. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And there too, observe. Is one of the 2 poses longer Observe also that your throat is open, relaxed. Also, during the suspended states, 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control and create a breathing cycle of the same length for the inhalation and exhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. Same length, inhalation and exhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. create a controlled breath and a constant breath. Same speed from the beginning till the end. Long, slow, steady breath. If your breath is comfortable, then start lengthening the poses. But if you have any tension rising, remember that this is not a challenge. You're playing with your body. You're playing with your breath, but still listening to your body. So if there's any tension rising, step back. Long, slow, steady breath. Same length, inhalation and exhalation. If you're comfortable, longer poses. Long, slow, steady breath. Three more controlled breath. At the end of the third, go back to a normal breath and observe. Observe your body. Observe if there is any emotion rising. Observe if your normal breath that you have now is equal to the normal breath that you had before. Observe. Slowly roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment and push with your left hand to sit up. Enter straight away a tabletop position. Hands right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward, push your spine up to the sky. Look at your belly. Inhale, roll your hips forward, roll your arms outward, and look at the sky. Exhale, look at your belly. Inhale, look at the sky. Three more movements. Synchronize your movement with your breath. When you start your movement, start your breath. When you stop your breathing cycle, stop your movement. One more time. Stop with the spine parallel to the ground. Roll your hips slightly backward just to push a tiny bit the lumbar spine up to the sky, just a tiny bit. And then start walking forward with your hands to lower your chest. Keep the knees right under the buttocks.
Allow your head to move down to the ground. Roll your arms outward. Push your arms into the shoulder socket and push the shoulders up to the side. Allow your shoulders to become wider. And keeping all those movement, start pushing your chest down to the ground. Breathe deeply on your chest and observe, especially at the end of the inhalation. Observe all the muscles on your back and around the chest, stretching. Slowly walk back with your hands.
Sit on your heels. Open your knees as wide as the mat. Roll your hips forward and lower your chest again.
Put your head down to the ground.
But now, roll your arms and hands outward to have the palm of the hand facing the sky.
Keep your arms straight and start pushing your thumbs down to the ground.
Palm facing the sky. Keep on pushing your thumbs down and start lifting the small fingers up to the sky. Allow your chest to move down toward the ground even more.
Push the chest down. Keep on rolling the arms outward. Even if it's impossible, do it. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly come up.
Sit comfortably. You can also sit over a pillow, a cushion, whatever is more comfortable for you. Okay. Keep your legs crossed, but also there, find a quite comfortable position. So in case, sit even, I don't know, in books, over books or something, just to keep your buttocks a little bit higher compared to your, yes, perfect. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Put your right hand outside of your left knee. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Lift your left arm. Keep your right arm straight. Push your left shoulder to the back and start leaning to the right side. Look at your look at the sky. Allow the left arm to move toward the right side, but push your thumb back. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly come up. Grab with your left hand your right knee. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Push your right shoulder slightly to the back. Lift your arm. Put the arm back into the shoulder socket. Yes, perfect. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Push your right thumb back and start leaning to the left. Look at the sky. Try and do a bit more of a twisting of the hand, of the arm. Okay, look at the sky. And come up again. It's a beautiful side stretch. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, turn to the right. Put your left hand outside of your right knee. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll your right arm outward. Push the thumb back. Push your right shoulder to the left, left shoulder to the right. Look behind you. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go back to center and change side. But before changing side, now change the crossing of your legs. Okay, that's perfect. Put your right hand outside of your left knee, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll your left arm outward. Push the thumb back, look behind you, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Yes, that's beautiful. 3 breaths. And slowly come back to center. Lift your arm up to the sky. Put your arms down into the shoulder socket. Yes. Push your thumb back. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Keep on pushing the arms down, but keep on pushing your thumbs back. Three breaths. And slowly lower your arm. Tabletop position. Roll your arms outward. Walk slightly back with your knees and open the feet, widen your feet as wide as the mat. Tuck your toes under. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, put your buttocks back and shoulders down. Keep the shoulders down, but keep the knees bent now. And push the chest to the knees. Just there. Keep on pushing the chest to the knees. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd, go back in tabletop position. Roll your arms outward. And again, buttocks back, shoulders down. Keep the shoulders down. Keep the knees bent. Push the chest to the knees. Chest to knees. Chest to knees. Imagine that you have chest and knees linked. Yes, that's perfect. Push, 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 push. And go back in tabletop position again. Okay, that's beautiful. One more time. You're gonna hate me today. Roll your arms outward. Slide the shoulder blades down to the waist. Keep the shoulders toward the waist. Lift your knees, just the knees, and stay there. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go down again with the knees. Okay, inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll your arms outward, slide the shoulder blades over the waist, push the two shoulders apart. Inhale. With the exhalation, buttocks back, shoulders down. Keep the shoulders down and slowly start lengthening and straightening the legs. Keep on pushing the chest to the knees. Chest and knees are still linked. Yes, that's beautiful. Like it. Yes, yes, yes. And slowly go back in the tabletop position. Perfect. That's beautiful. Good job. Really good job. Yes, I'm proud of you. Okay, now keep the 2 knees together. And we already did this movement, but now I want you to do it in a slightly different way. That is, imagine that you're creating a sort of wave starting from the hip and then vertebra per vertebra come up till the head. So it's not just this and that, it's more you start rolling the hip forward slowly, slowly. You look at the sky. When you're right there, you keep looking at the sky, but then you start rotating the hip backward, and only when you arrive roughly at the chest level, then you start lowering your high side, and then you look at your belly and you push with the hands against the ground. There you start rotating the hip forward, vertebra by vertebra. So it's really slower and more, you have to put a lot more attention on what you're doing, okay? In case, I prefer doing it with the eyes closed, so I can really concentrate deep within, okay? So take your time. I'm not gonna tell you inhale, exhale, and whatever, because I want you to take your time to do it 3 times, okay? So whenever you feel, start the movement. The movement starts rotating the hip backward or forward, and slowly, slowly, vertebra per vertebra, you come up to the head. Slowly, slowly. Move the whole spine and head. Go deep within. Observe which part of your body need more opening. And push even further. Go beyond what you thought it was your maximum. Take your time. Observe and go beyond. When you've finished your third time, sit on your heels and move in child pose.
Relax your spine.
Allow your spine to relax in child pose. Allow your body to relax in child pose. And slowly come up. Tabletop again. Put your feet as wide as the mat. Roll your arms outward. Tuck your toes under. Inhale deeply with the exhalation. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Push your chest toward the toes. Imagine still that you have chest and knees linked. So keep on pushing the chest toward the knees. The more that you can. Inhale deeply, and with the exhalation, walk back with your hands to enter Uttanasana with wide legs. Keep your the weight of the body on the ball of the feet. Roll your hips forward. Grab your elbows and allow the weight of your body help you go forward. Just use the weight of your body. Just use the gravity. Close your eyes. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, start activating your quadricep. Imagine to lift slightly your kneecap. And observe that the more you activate the quadricep, the more the hamstring will lengthen. The more the hamstring will lengthen, the more you can roll your hips forward and go lower. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, put your hands on the waist, bend your knees and slowly come up. Come in the middle of the mat for Tadasana, mountain pose. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, close your eyes. Roll your hips slightly backward and observe the lumbar spine lengthen. Observe Then in the meantime, also the belly, go inward. Roll your arms outward and push the thumbs back. Lift your sternum, lower your shoulders and shoulder blades. Three breaths. At the end of the third breath, relax your arms, but keep your eyes closed. Observe the weight on your feet. Relax your hands, relax your arms. Yes. Okay. Observe the weight on your feet. Is your weight more on the left or on the right feet? Observe without changing, not yet. Is more on the ball of the feet or on the heel? Without changing anything, not yet. Now, still with the eyes closed, start leaning slightly to the front. Observe the weight of the body shifting to the ball of the feet. Keep your chest lifted, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Keep the weight on the ball of the feet. And go back to center. Still with the eyes closed. Lean slightly, pay attention there, slightly to the heels. Allow your toes lift. But pay attention. Keep the weight on the heels. And slowly go back to center. Now, lean on the right side and observe the way shift to the right outside feet and the left inside one. And again, go back to center. Lean on the left one. Observe the weight shifting from the center to the inner right and outer left. And go back to center. Still with your eyes closed, lean slightly to the front, weight on the ball of the feet. And without going back to center, move to the right side. Relax your hands, arms. From there, go to the heels. Pay attention. And from the heels, move to the left side. And again. again to the front. From there, move to the left side now. Observe the weight shifting. Move to the heels. Right side. Front. Go back to center. Open your eyes. Find the dristi. Lean on your right side. Lift your left one. Open the left one to the side. And put your left feet in contact with the inner right leg. Open the leg to the side. Okay. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. And try and observe the weight on your feet. Observe. Observe the weight moving slightly. Now, roll your arms outward, lower your hands, and push the thumbs back. Open the chest. But allow the skin between the shoulder blades to relax. So try not to squeeze your shoulder blades. Just let them relax. Keep on pushing the arms down, sternum up. And slowly go back to Tadasana. Observe the weight on your feet. Slide, well, lean on the left leg, bend your right leg, open the right leg to the side, put your right feet in contact with the left leg, put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest, and start observing the weight on your feet. Try and control the weight on your feet. Good. Now, roll your arms outward. Allow the arms to move a little bit more to the ground. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Push the thumbs slightly to the back, but avoid squeezing the shoulder blades. Keep the shoulder blades relaxed. Good. Stable and open. And slowly go back to Tadasana. Put your feet slightly wider than your hip. Okay. Put your hands on the waist and create circles with your lumbar spine. Keep the knees locked. Keep the legs straight. Good. Turn also on the other side. Okay, now bend your knees. Okay, put your hands on the waist. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, and create circles just with the hips, just with the lumbar spine. The shoulders doesn't move at all. Turn also on the other side. In case you can keep your knees slightly closer, not just open to the side, but just to the front in a bit more relaxed way, and just turn. Yes. Both sides. And again, Tadasana. Big toes touching, heels lightly apart. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll your hips backward. Close your eyes and create small circles with your hips now, just the small ones. But allow this movement climb up to the sky and to the spine, and move also your shoulders and slightly your head. The whole spine is moving. Relax your arms, hands. And go back to Tadasana. Stop the movement. But observe if your body is still slightly moving. If it's still slightly moving, let it go. Just control. But let it move slightly. Keep the balance. Stay in Tadasana. But if the body moves slightly, it's not a problem. Let it go. Open your eyes. Now we want you to grab a towel or a belt, just something, because I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. So that's why I told you just a towel could be okay. The important thing is that it doesn't have to be stretchy. So it have to be quite still. Then you grab towel or belt, if you have belt is even better, with the palm of the hand facing forward and grabbing towel or belt just behind your buttocks. Keep the arms parallel, more or less. Okay. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, and now start pushing your hands down to the ground. The more you push the hands down to the ground, the more your sternum is lifted. Slide the shoulder blades down. Roll your hips backward to lengthen the lumbar spine. Breathe deeply on your chest. 3 breaths. Okay. Turn to have the small side of the mat facing you. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll your hips backward. Step forward with your left leg and backward with your right one. Keep the 2 feet pointing forward and roughly at 1 meter of distance. Keep the 2 legs straight. Roll your right leg inward and left one outward to have the hip squared. Yes. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. And now start pushing your hands down and a little bit to the back. When you are in this position, start rolling the hips backward, belly in, sternum up, shoulder blades down. And now, try and push the 2 hands apart. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll your hips backward. Now, start bending your left leg, but keep on rolling the hip backward. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, 3 breaths. And now, lift a little bit more your hands and keep on pushing the hands to the back of the mat. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, 3 breaths. Release and turn to the other side. To have the right leg forward and left one backward. Keep the 2 feet pointing the short side of the mat. Okay, now start rotating the hip backward, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Start pushing your hands down and a little bit to the back. Belly in and start bending your left leg. Pay attention not to have the right leg going forward your ankle. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, belly in, lengthen your groin, your left groin. 3 breaths. And now start lifting a little bit more your hands and push your hands to the back of the mat. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, belly in. 3 breaths. Lift it more. Lift your hands more. More. You can do it. I know that you can do it. Okay, that's beautiful. And release. Release the belt. Roll your right leg to the side, left leg inward, tuck the tailbone under, sternum up, shoulder blades down, straighten your arms, inhale deeply. With the exhalation, start leaning to the right side, but imagine that someone is pulling your left arm back. When you arrive at your maximum, allow your right hand to move in front of the right leg, just in front, without leaning more. Okay, now roll your left arm inward, bend your elbows, And push your left arm to the right side of the hip. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Push your left shoulder back and look behind you. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, bend your right leg. Pay attention not to have the knees going forward, but just in line with the heel. No more than that. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Keep on looking behind you. 3 breaths. Keep on pushing your left shoulder back. And slowly come up. Turn to the left. Roll your left leg outward, right leg inward. Tuck the tailbone under, belly in, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Straighten your arms. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, start leaning to the left, but imagine that someone is pulling your right arm back. When you arrive at your maximum, allow your left arm to move in front of the other one. Okay, in front of the leg, not hanging on the leg, just in front of the leg. Okay. Now, roll your right arm inward, bend your elbows, and slide the right hand on the left side of the hip. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Push your right shoulder back and look behind you for 3 breaths. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. At the end of the 3rd breath, start bending your left knee. Always paying attention not to go forward your heel. Keep on looking behind you. 3 breaths. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Push the right shoulder back. And slowly come up. Put your hands on the waist. And create, again, the circles with your hips on one side and the other, just a tiny bit. Okay, Tadasana again. Lift your right arm up to the sky. Keep your left hand in contact with your leg. Inhale deeply. And with the exhalation, lean to the left. Allow the left hand to move down toward the knee. Push your right thumb back and look at the sky. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly come up and change arm. Keep the right hand in contact with the outside right leg. Lift your left arm. Put the left arm down into the shoulder socket. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, allow the right hand to move toward the right knee. Push the left thumb back and look at the sky. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly come up. Keep the hands on the waist and create circles with the lumbar spine. Keep the two knees together. Keep the legs straight. On both sides, turn also on the other side. Okay, that's perfect. Lay down on the mat. Grab your knees and push the knees toward the chest. Push the back of your head away from the shoulders. And stay there. Close your eyes. Just stay there. Keep on pushing the heels toward the chest. And observe that doing so, the lumbar spine lengthens. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, allow the 2 feet to move down to the ground. Lift your right leg and put the right ankle, the outside right ankle, over the left knee. Okay, now lift your left leg and grab either the leg just behind your knee, or if you're comfortable enough, you can even grab your shin and push the left knee toward the chest. It's just similar to what we did before, but we have one leg in between. 3 breaths. Yeah, just there. At the end of the 3rd breath, allow the left feet to move down to the ground and change leg. Put the right feet down to the ground, lift your left feet, put the outer left ankle over the right knee, lift your right feet and grab your right leg with both hands, either under the knee, or if you're comfortable enough, grab your shin and push the knee toward the chest. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, release. Grab your knees again and roll left and right side. Roll completely on the right side. Put both knees down to the ground. Put your right hand over the left knee. Lift your left arm and allow the left arm to go down behind you. Look at your left hand for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go back to center. And roll on the left side. Put both knees down to the ground. Put your left hand outside of your right knee. Lift your right arm up to the sky. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, allow the right arm to move to the ground, toward the ground, behind you. 3 breaths. Relax your belly. And at the end of the third, go back to center. Grab everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. You gain Shavasana. If you have something quite lightweight, but not too light, put it over your belly. Having mild weight over the belly will help your body to relax, to release all tension. If you have any tension in the lumbar spine, don't hesitate to either keep your knees bent or put a pillow under the knees. Keep the shoulder blades flat onto the mat and pull the back of your head away from the shoulder to lengthen the lumbar spine. Close your eyes and start relaxing more and more. Observe your body. Observe your body become heavier and heavier. Visualize your body sinking into the mat and melting onto the ground. Allow all tension from your body release into the ground. Relax completely. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant a mantra, and at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormamritam Gamaya Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormamritam Gamaya Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormamritam Gamaya. Really slowly. Start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tension from your body. One more time. Allow your body to feel light again. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight and relaxed. Thumb and index finger together, either with the palm facing the sky or the ground. Keep the arms relaxed. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Relax your face, your belly, your spine. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.